video. Sorry, I've been super busy with just working a lot the past few weeks. Never had a chance to do some record vlogs. Today has been a busy day. Went this morning to the shop, go ahead and take care of some stuff on the customer's car, pack up my stuff. Just left my friend's house to do a side job on a Corolla. Now we're on our way to meet up with Jeff. Jeff, if you're watching this, we're all coming for that merch. I'm super excited to pick that up. So let's go ahead and meet him up. What up, Dom? The fresh G's right there. How you, bro?
Good, man. Search right here.
Nice. Freaking stoked. Nah, take him, bro. Take it the back. Here you go.
Let's hit up Fresh D's or J Classified Instagram.
There you go. Jeez, this guy. So we just got back home, guys, picking up the merches from Jeff. Thank you, man. Really happy for you. There are like about 3 things that I really want to take care of with the EVO 8. Number 1, we still need to fix the anti-lock. We already know that the passenger front wheel speed sensor is broken. If you guys have watched the previous visit that I did a donut on the EVO 8. 2, the side skirt on the driver's side is a little bit hanging. Right here, it's not really attached very well. A couple of screws are hooked up on the front, but there isn't any in the back, so we need to get that taken care of. What else? Oh, and the passenger headlight. You can see how I painted the housing black. There is a little fingerprint right there that you see, and some of them are coming off right there. Daniel did notice that. Daniel, if you're watching this, thank you for reminding me. But I did do the video on the headlights, how I did it, but I actually deleted it just because, I don't know, I wasn't really comfortable posting it. But now I regret it. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the headlights out and rebake it, pull the lens out, paint the housing black, and then reinstall everything, so I can show you guys step from there as well too. So if you guys are really interested in picking up these Fresh Steez merch, this is how the front looks like, and this is how the back looks like. So they do have for men's, women's, and children. So if you guys are really interested, go ahead and check out their website. I'll have them linked down in the description box below. Go ahead and support them, spread the word, and support local. It's gonna be a little bit hot today, but we're gonna go ahead and start banging out. Fix the wheel speed sensor, do the headlights, and also do the side skirt. So let's go ahead and get to work. So we just put on the passenger front wheels, and there you go. Wheel speed sensor wire broke. It's an easy fix. Button it up together and should really clear our anti-lock lights on. I'm gonna go ahead and just to make sure the driver's side wheel speed sensor is not broken as well. That's doing okay. So all we need to do is just fix the wheel speed sensor on the passenger front, and we should be good to go. So we just fixed the anti-lock, guys. Did a repair on the wheel speed sensor wires. You can see this is how it looks like. It's a cut splice and a little string tube. Does the trick. I know it's not the proper way to do it. I always like to get it replaced, but if it's something that we don't have in stock here in local store, we're gonna have to order it online. And usually now the whole COVID thing that's been going on, shipping usually takes a week or longer than ever. So let's go ahead and just button this up. I know that the wires is gonna be a little bit shorter, and routing everything back how it's supposed to is gonna be maybe stretching the wires, but we'll figure it out. So wheel speed sensor is route where it should be. It's putting a little bit. Maybe if I can try slide this a little bit more, put it a little bit out just to maybe help it out. There you go. a lot better. That's where it is. I don't have anything nice to kind of wrap it at this point though, but that would do for now. Hopefully the tires doesn't touch that, because if it does, then we're gonna have to end up replacing the wheel speed sensor for good though. But that's all done. So let's go ahead and bake this headlight. What I usually do is that I removed all the bulbs, the harnesses, anything that is on the headlight except for the angle motor, because that's a little bit of pain in the butt to kind of get it off though. But I think this time I might just leave all that out, because I don't think it's gonna melt the wires. We're setting the oven up to 200 degrees preheat, and once it hits to 200 degrees, we're gonna leave the headlight for 10 minutes, and it will easily remove the lens off from the headlight. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So while the oven right now is preheating, let's go ahead and start fixing up the side skirt right now. We got the side skirt button up, all good to go. Now we have the passenger headlight that is in the oven right now. Like I said, 200 degrees, 10 minutes, that's all you need. If you really kind of worry about the headlights being melted, you can always go back in 5 minutes, check, make sure that everything is good, and then wait another 5 minutes. That should be good enough for removing the lens out of the headlights. So before you go ahead and touch anything on the assembly, you want to make sure that your hands is clean as possible. That way you're not touching the area where it's going to get painted. And get your preparation going, and let's go ahead and start painting. What's up, bros? How's school? Good?
Yep.
You like school?
Yeah.
So we just laid down the first light coat. We're gonna wait about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and apply another coat, and then that should be good enough from there. As some people are asking question how I did this, and I did explain it to them in the first vlog. So it will be a good opportunity to kind of remove the projector lens out and kind of show you a good view. Well guys, unfortunately I can't take out the projector lens out from the housing itself, only because I remember when I painted the projector housing, I let it sit for like about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I put the lens back on, and I guess when after a while when it got out super dry, it probably sealed the lens super good, so I was unable to get it out. But you guys know what I mean. Pretty much just take out the lens out, paint the projector housing whatever color you want, teal, and then it should look like that. So I got some people that are asking me how the lights turns out, and honestly the lights still turns out good. They still turn out like whitish. There is like a super slight blue, but not too big of a difference, but I could see perfectly fine on the road. So yeah, I think it looks pretty dope. I did mention about it, I didn't like how the headlights turned out, only because there was actually missing a color that should pop out. So that's what I ended up doing, the projector housing teal, and it came out nice with the black housing headlights. So I think the housing is pretty much done. Looks way better now, no fingerprints. Before we throw the housing back on top of the headlights, we gotta go ahead and clean all this little stuff that is on top there. And then we can go ahead and remove the tape, put the housing back into the headlights, throw it back in the oven, clamp it, wait about 20 minutes, should be good to go. I do reuse the seal that is on the headlights. I never had a problem with water and grease coming inside whatsoever, so that's why I don't do it. But for any other people who is worried about water getting in, then you can go ahead and do that. Not exactly sure what silicone to use for like resealing the headlights, but pretty much it's not that hard to figure that out. So let's go ahead and just get this taken care of right now. Pretty much undone with the car. We just throw the headlight back on, the bumper, and now she's looking good, really good. If you guys can see, I did put the clamps around the headlight. I kind of left it over 20 minutes or so. I would intend to wash the car or wash the headlight for at least maybe a day, just in a hot sun, kind of make it real nice and good. That way it will seal properly. But now everything else checked out good, and we are pretty much done with the EVO. One last thing I want to do before I end this video, let's go ahead and do a data log. It's been a while since I haven't data logged the EVO, so I just want to make sure that everything checks out okay. Everything on the data log is good on the EVO. I did notice that it did peak at 36 psi and then it dropped down to 30, but it still made a lot of power. Like, it pulls super good. One thing is that my friend did told me that EVO scan do record on your horsepower and torque. I'm not too sure if that's really accurate. My car is remote tuned from Dr. Boost, but it'll be kind of nice to have a 4-wheel dyno here in the Big Island. Hopefully in the future they might have, and then we can actually throw the EVO on top there and then see how many power it actually makes. But I'm pretty hype of what this car can do. It hit 11.9 at 113 miles per hour on a quarter mile, so that's really impressive. You know, maybe next year in the future I'll hopefully have enough funds to get this car into the 10s. I'm really hoping to. And yeah, that's all for the video, guys. Don't forget to go and check out Fresh Steez if you guys are interested in the merches. Aloha, and I'll see you guys on the next one.